I'm Generic Redstone Genius, and today we're going to be looking at a machine gun TNT cannon. So, what do I mean by machine gun? Well, I mean rapid fire. This one shoots around 2 rounds every second, or about 120 rounds a minute. So the way this works is essentially all these dispensers fire off TNT. This double piston extender attached to these slime blocks push the TNT out to here, and then what this does is it chambers it basically. So these pistons extend and retract, allowing the TNT to be slowly dropped down into the water, and it also covers the TNT from knocking the other TNT that's falling upwards. You'll see what I mean when I start firing it. The range on it is pretty good, and the TNT that actually gets fired is just shot out down here. So what we have to do is flick this lever to start it, and what this thing does is it basically prevents you from flipping the lever at the wrong time. Now it is possible to cause this thing to self-destruct by flipping the lever at the wrong time, which is why we have this. And even with this in place, it's still possible to accidentally flip it on the wrong time, causing it to self-destruct. Because essentially what happens is this TNT fires, but this double piston extender doesn't extend all the way, causing some TNT to get stuck up here. So I explain how to avoid that later on in the tutorial, but for now let's just flip the lever and see what this baby can do. So you can see it being slowed down. You can see it just causes so much damage. And it just rapid fire doesn't stop. And you can see it's breaking all the way through, and it's pretty much destroyed it almost entirely now. It's like a big hole in it. And if this is an enemy base, it is completely blown to shreds now. So what you will need to build this is 6 observers, 5 targets, 10 sticky pistons, 4 slime blocks, 23 dispensers, 4 redstone torches, a water bucket, a lever, a comparator, a repeater, 2 slabs, 2 non-movable objects such as furnaces, blast furnaces, obsidian, etc. Then you will need around 6 stacks of building blocks, and you'll need a stack of glass if you want. It doesn't have to be glass, but it is more aesthetically pleasing. So you can choose to do a stack of glass or just another stack of building blocks, and you will need a lot of TNT. And for building this, I'm going to use a little trick. I've shown this before, but if you place down the dispenser, and then you fill it up with TNT, and you hit Control, Pick Block, which is the scroll wheel by default, you will then copy this block with the MBT data, which means the stuff it had inside. So we'll see that if we place down this, it'll have a TNT in it. And this just saves time for building, so you can do this if you're in creative, but obviously not in survival. So we're going to start off by piling up pretty high. You have to remember that we are going to be building this from the top down. So if we start building here, the actual TNT is going to be flying out from around here. So I'd recommend at least this height, but maybe a little bit higher, such as this should be good. And then what we're going to do is we'll just break down some of this just to get it out of the way. And we're going to place 2 furnaces or non-movable objects. Then what we have to do is place 4 slime blocks here. Break that block. Then we'll place 2 blocks here where we will place our dispensers. So we'll place a 8x2, or sorry, a 4x2. Making 8 dispensers total. So we have 8 on each side, 4 high, 2 wide. Then we'll place another temporary block here, where we will place a dispenser and another dispenser. Then what we will do is place 2 sticky pistons facing into the slime here. So we'll place 2 temporary blocks, and then we'll place the 2 sticky pistons. And then from there, we have to start working the tube that's going to be going down. So we will place the first little bit of the tube like this. We don't need that block there. And then we can go down. And we'll continue going down until we reach here, where we'll place a sticky piston there and a block there. And then we'll continue. And I'll place another block here and a sticky piston behind it. Perhaps I should have placed that first, but it doesn't matter. And we'll just continue this until we get 4 of those blocks. So just leaving 1 block gaps in between. Like so. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll leave that one there for now, this final one. And we'll place a block like so, another block here, and then we have to grab our slab, place the slab there, and we can place water in there. Then what we can do is go back up to the top, and now we have to do most of the wiring in. So we have to start off by doing block here, block around like this because it won't touch that slime. The block here, like so. And we have to do the same thing back here, which is basically just making sure we power all these bottom dispensers, like so. Then what we have to do is run it up, which we can do by making a staircase like this. So then we can continue the staircase, just break this, go up 1 more. Then we're going to have to swing it around to this side, like this. Go out 2 blocks, go out to here. And here what we have to do is place another furnace there. Then we can place a repeater here. The first one set to 2 ticks, the next one set to 4 ticks. Then the rest can just be redstone. So then we can then link the redstone up to there, which is just simply a block here, a block like this, like so, and then we just need to make sure these don't connect because we need this redstone to run into that block there. So we just place another block there to solve that problem. And then for the rest of this, we can just place redstone along it. So once we make sure this is all covered in redstone, we can go on to the next part, which is wiring up this aspect of it. In fact, we can actually just run a quick test now. If we grab a button, or actually a lever is fine as well. So what should happen is this should all just, let's set all the TNT and then bring it down to the bottom. So if you want to just test it, you just go, put a button or lever, flick it, and all the TNT should end up down there. So that's how we know it works perfectly. We can get rid of that now. So from this block here, we're going to place 2 blocks, and then we're going to place 2 repeaters set to 4 tick delay. Then we're going to place a block up like so. And what we're going to do is place a block under here. We're going to break that temporary block, and then we're going to place our redstone, which I'll grab. Then we'll place another block here into another repeater. And then we'll also grab some target blocks and redstone torches. Should have done this first, but it's alright. And we will wire all of these up like that. And then we will be able to run the redstone into there by just going down like this and to the side. So there's no way to access it, so we'll go around here to the side. Then here we'll continue this line by going down. We'll place another redstone, and then from there we will have to place, I believe, another repeater going this way into another block, into another block, and then from there we're going to have to place a block here and another block down, like so, which can then go into this one here. And then here what we'll do is just place another block, a repeater, a block here, not there, a block there, and another block down. And then from there, what we can do is place a repeater going this way into another block, of course. Sorry, not there, but another block there, into this, which can then just go into here, like so. And then we can do a repeater going this way into yet another block. Sorry, again, not like that, into a block like this. Get the redstone there. And sorry, this, my bad, my fault. This needs to be a slab. So a slab and then a repeater, my bad. And then we'll get a block down like this, a repeater like this. For all these repeaters are 4 ticks. And that'll be like that. So what we're going to do is come up to here, place 2 blocks out like that. We can break that one. Then we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there will go a repeater here to set to 1 tick, but for now we don't have to do that. We're going to grab our comparator. We're going to put it down. Then we're going to put it on subtract mode, meaning that little light is on. Then we'll grab our redstone, loop it around like this, and put repeater set to 4 ticks. Then we'll grab our lever, and then put it there. And when we flick it, it will create this little clock. Now the issue that this poses is that if you flip this lever at the wrong time, it will cause the TNT to explode, but this won't activate fully, meaning that the TNT will stay stuck up here and then it'll blow up. So essentially, we need to make a little system to counteract that. So the little system is that we're going to have to put a target block here, like that. And actually, we'll just turn this off for this part. We'll grab ourselves a sticky piston, put it on top, get a block there. Then we'll get a block here, block there, block there. And you can make yourself a little control panel. So despite this system, you still need to be quite careful, as if you turn it on, and then you start to press the button, or unflick the lever, right as the block's coming back, that will cause it to still blow up. So like, I'm not getting the timing correct, but right as it comes in, like that, if you were to flick it like that, where it just briefly covers it, that would cause it to blow up. So what your best bet is to do is to wait for it right as it pulls back is when you click it. So right now. So just be careful. You have to just, as long as you're careful, it will be fine. So for the actual redstone aspect, we just need to place a repeater there, set to 1 tick delay. Then underneath this lever is where we will add the payload section. So we need to place a block down, redstone dust. Did not mean to fall like that. A redstone repeater, like so. Set that to 4 ticks delay. Then we'll place a block up like this. Another block like that. Redstone, and we just have to send the redstone just going all the way down, like so. And obviously just cover it with redstone. And we have to do that for a total of 4 blocks, like here, 4 blocks. Then on the 5th block, so here, you just go over 1. Sorry, place redstone, my fault. And then go down once more like this. 2, 3, redstone, redstone. Repeater set to 1 tick delay. 2 blocks here. Block up here, block like this. We'll place redstone, redstone here, redstone, redstone there. Block here to separate those 2 signals. And off of here, what we're going to do is place a sticky piston. We're also just going to get our observers ready. We'll place sticky piston going off of that redstone and a sticky piston going off of that redstone. Then what we're going to do is just get a building block, place 2 out. Observer like that. So it's facing that way, the face of it. And the same thing on this one. Then what we're going to do is place a block here. We'll break that block. Actually, sorry. Place a block there, break that block. And the same thing here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place in our dispensers carefully. And this won't be facing downwards. And what we have to do is run the redstone from up here to go underneath. So this will go through just fine because it is the glass that can go through. And then we'll go not like that, but we'll go back up. Actually, you don't have to go directly back up like that. You can if you want, but the better way to do it is actually to go out 1, 2, 3 blocks from center, then go up 2, around like that. And the signal length actually does reach, fortunately. But then we just need to place the sticky piston here. And observer like that. Or I guess you can leave that there, put the observer like that. And then just two dispensers. So now, if we go to test it, we just flick this lever. You will see it rains down destruction across the terrain. And then all we need to do is just flick the lever off and it'll turn off. So yeah, that's been pretty much it. I hope you all like this cannon. I hope you decide to build it and use it. It's very powerful and different than other cannons that you can see on YouTube. But yeah, I appreciate you watching it. I've been Generic Redstone Genius. I'll see you guys in the next video.